16th.
Damn, them boys that got low.
10 inmates escaped a rotting jail in New Orleans, immediately gaining in a helicopter, and received a first-class flight to the Louisiana State Penitentiary.
Damn.
Angola, also known as the Alcatraz of the South, is a maximum security prison run like a slave plantation.
Wait, what the hell?
That's home to...
What's going on, JB? We back with the video. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know the do, man. Today we're gonna be talking about Antoine Massey, bro, the second to last person who escaped from Louisiana State Prison, bro. No cap, bro. We finna see how he got caught. We finna see where he finna go next, cause they finna put that boy under the jail, under the dirt. Shit, goddamn, bro. But hey, y'all finna check it out with me. See, I like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
A 6-week man.
6 weeks.
4 escapes from custody and a first-class flight to prison.
They put that boy on a helicopter.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J.
Bro, come on, bro. Tell you that I deadass just restarted the video.
I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on the capture of Antoine Massey, one of Louisiana's most wanted men.
That boy.
May 16th.
Damn, them boys that got low.
10 inmates escaped a rotting jail in New Orleans, immediately gaining national attention.
Them boys hit
feet. The plan would begin with a maintenance worker at the Orleans
dude
cutting off the water to the cell. The inmates would force open a faulty cell door after midnight.
Oh shoot!
Rip the toilet from the wall, escaping through the small hole left behind.
How the hell they big ass get through there? Them boys discombobulating bones and shit.
Jailbreaks in Louisiana history, committed by one of the deadliest groups. Back in April, 19-year-old Corey Boyd was with 2 friends who were pulling on car door handles.
Oh, 5.
To find one unlocked.
He young as hell.
38-year-old Mr. Brandon
Oh,
Pease
Lord.
and his girlfriend observed them from their
Don't
porch.
tell me you killed a white man.
The suspects were approaching his car, so Fees went and confronted them. The veteran would be shot, stood over, and shot again in the head before being run over by the escape vehicle.
Gang, you killed a veteran and then stole his car? Oh yeah, buddy, you're cooked. They might give you the death penalty. Ugly.
19-year-old Corey Boyd is accused of being the driver. 27-year-old Derek Groves was arrested for attempted murder back in 2014.
But attempted murder the worst charge, bro.
4 years later.
I feel like, bro, any goddamn charge that begins with attempted, you just suck at crime. Cause it's like, okay, you commit a murder and you get caught. That's one thing. You were kind of sloppy. They caught you. But gang, you failed. It then failed again. You tried to kill somebody, you failed at that, and then you failed to get away. Brother, you suck as a criminal.
Later, Derek would spin again. It was 2000.
Oh shoot, that boy said, I gotta come get back.
And a group of people were gathered in
I ain't gonna miss this time.
Lower 9th Ward when 2 men ran up with AK-47 style rifles and opened fire. Jamar Robinson was shot in the arm and chest, while Byron Jackson was hit in the head.
Damn, they hit that boy in the head with a 7.62. Turn that boy out of chicken noodle soup.
One of the surviving victims would later testify against him for shooting him 6 times.
Damn.
Derek would be found guilty of 2 murders and 2 attempted murders, while also pleading guilty to 2 additional murders. But a juror error would result in a mistrial.
Oh, damn.
Derek Groves has been connected to 4 violent killings, and he is the only remaining man out of 10 that's still on the run.
That boy Derek, the worst one out the bunch.
The group is none other than 32-year-old Antoine Massey.
Oh yeah, buddy.
He escaped the juvenile facility.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking like that, you're gonna stand out anywhere. Where's Waldo now? There he goes. Like, bro, what? Hell no, gang. You was not getting away looking with all them tattoos, bro. You have a what is that? What is that? A queen or a king piece right in the middle of your forehead? Yeah, buddy. You should have just stayed.
A neighboring adult jail, and twice cut off his ankle monitor before doing the race. Aside from having...
Brother, you just suck. You get caught every time. You go get your CDL if you get out.
He started to post to social media while on the run.
one of the ones that was let out of the JC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. Alright, 6 months, something like that.
And brother, not everybody do decades.
From the world, from Meat Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence.
These posts lead to a tip in a home being raided by SWAT, where officers were able to recover some of the clothing Antoine could be seen wearing in the video.
Damn.
Now, Antoine was asking for help from rappers and even the president, but his list of charges would make anyone say fuck him.
I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Today, what I want to talk about is...
Yeah, buddy, we're not coming to get you.
Second degree rape, domestic abuse battery.
Wait, huh?
Domestic abuse battery, violence.
Great.
Right.
With domestic...
Great. And domestic violence. Oh yeah, buddy, who the hell... Who gonna help you? You better pray to God. That's your best bet. Well, now, you're fucked, but I don't know.
Abuse charges in one county. He was being held in New Orleans on another case of domestic abuse as well as car theft. But Antoine also had warrants out for second-degree rape, kidnapping, domestic violence, and violating a protective order.
Oh yeah, buddy, you're cooked. You're cooked, huh?
Would categorize him in jail as a no good piece of shit.
Oh God, bro, you're getting poked up. I see why he broke out.
And 4.5 hours later, Antoine was taken into custody in Holly Grove, the very neighborhood Lil Wayne grew up in. Officers would take pictures with the captured suspect before rebooking him into the same jail he escaped, but they weren't taking any chances. Immediately after being rebooked, Antoine was placed in a helicopter and received a first-class flight to the Louisiana State Penitentiary.
Damn!
Angola, also known as the Alcatraz of the South, is a maximum security prison run like a slave plantation.
Wait, what the hell?
That's home to over 6.
What in the... Wait in the water is going on here? Yeah, this is slavery. This is slavery. They get paid like 13 cents a day. Bro, looking up at like, my damn ancestors would be ashamed of me right now. Looking ass. That shit's crazy.
1,000 inmates. With 9 of the 10 escapees in custody, 13 additional people would be arrested for their assistance in the escape. The maintenance worker who cut off the water to the cell was arrested on suspicion, but he claimed inmates told him the cell was clogged, and if he didn't cut the water, he'd be stabbed. Others helped.
Oh, I'm cutting the water.
Money,
wait, you need me to do it right now? I'll do it right now.
And giving them a place to stay. By far the deadliest amongst the 10 is Derrick Groves.
Oh, bro.
And he is still on the run. Facing an eternity in prison, it's hard to imagine he's still in Louisiana, as he faces the most severe punishment. But he's also the most dangerous. And if he's gotten his hands on a weapon, surrendering peacefully might not be an option he's willing to accept. We'll just have to wait and see how the manhunt plays out. Now this was wild to see this, mainly due to the fact that people started doing parlays on who's going to be the last.
Oh bro, I seen somebody say Derrick.
We can expect with today's technology that everybody gets caught, and very rarely there are some people that just disappear. And it would seem like, you know, the first thing everyone assumes, oh, he's going to go to Mexico, he's going to go to Mexico. The border has so much heat right now, I don't know if that's the smartest thing you can do.
Oh, bro.
You might be better off just going to the swamps or going to the woods and just living off the land, but you have to know how to do so. And everyone that got captured pretty much got captured in New Orleans. Nobody really left the city. You know what I mean? So
that was stupid.
Antoine Massey was doing videos in the city, and then as soon as he dropped it, boom, they raid that house.
Oh, game like they just can't find out the IP address.
People are telling on him. They're like, yeah, we know where he is. He's over there. We don't want him free. He's over here beating females up and this and that. Nah, get him. And then the other one, oh, he's killing everybody. Yeah, get him too. Like, the city doesn't want these people on the run. You know, so it's really on social media, you'll see people excited, right? Because everybody likes to act like they're against the system. And, oh, the inmates escaped. And,
yeah, nah.
You know, let them go, let them
Lock
go.
them niggas up.
Run. And it's kind of like when you think of the escape from Alcatraz. You had inmates who made floaties out of whatever material they could find in the prison, escaped, and nobody knows if they made it or not because they had to go through shock-infested waters. But it's the thought that makes everyone excited. They made movies, video games, all about that. And you know, it's kind of the same thing until common sense and maturity kicks in and you realize, like, well, wait, these people are pieces of shit.
Like, oh, wait, these people are murderers and rapists. No, buddy, your ass needs to be. You're a menace to society. You're a danger to the community. Lock that up.
A 19-year-old who was trying to break into a car was with a group who ended up gunning down a veteran, running him over, and while they ran him over, they hit the girlfriend with the car too, and she bounced off the hood.
Like, damn.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. A veteran who fought for this country.
Yeah, that's crazy, guy. I ain't gonna lie.
Over and shot in the head because he was trying to keep 3 teens from breaking into his vehicle. That's no bueno. Then, you know, you got another guy who runs up during Mardi Gras and opens fire on a crowd of people.
With an AK-47.
Hits 5 of them. You know, he's doing this with an AK or a Draco or whatever he had, an AK-style rifle. 7.62s flying through the air.
Buddy, you're turning their chicken noodle soup.
People, hits 5 of them. 2 of them died. He'd been connected to another 2 murders, and then he had an attempted murder from back in 2014.
And y'all want this nigga free?
Yeah, he is.
Hell no. Oh, God.
He used to have an issue with not
killing people
himself. And he has a habit of killing people.
Like, bro, what?
We're good on that. We don't need that out here.
I'm super cool, gang. I'm sorry to tell you.
I get shot at with rifle bullets. And then you have Antoine Massey, who even his own aunt made a video speaking on him.
Y'all making my nephew out to be a monster. He is not a monster. Is Antoine a problem child? Of course. Anybody who know us know that. Has Antoine been a problem since they fucking won? Yes. But how did he get that way? Y'all know how he got that way. From watching his father get executed in front of him, but he's not the only one that it done affected.
Wait, huh?
His sister. It affected his...
Wait. He watched his father get killed in front of him? Oh yeah, bro, he was cooked from the beginning. He was cooked from the beginning. Ratatouille cooked. No cap. Chef Boyardee had ass.
Mama, it affected all of his siblings. Do you understand what I'm saying? It affected all of them. But this is his story with it. His sister right now is locked up and incarcerated for allegedly helping him. Allegedly helping him. She ain't been right since she seen the murder of her father. This not his fault, y'all, and I'm not taking no sides. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him. But this not for him, y'all, because trust me, he's scared right now. He's scared. He want to go home because he the type of nigga, he will make decisions and think afterwards because he not all there. Am I saying he don't know right from wrong? Yes, he know right from wrong. He grown. But the system raised him. He been in jail 14 years of his life. Come home, domestic violence, he back in there. All he wanted to do is see his mama who just come home. All he wanted to do is see his baby graduate. But we know that's not the way of going by doing it. But in his mind it is. In his mind he can't do 14 more years. And the crazy part about it is he was the one with the lesser charges.
So while there can be excitement from a jailbreak, the thing is this. I don't know what the punishment is in Louisiana. In Florida, if you escape, I'm pretty sure it's like a 5 years mandatory that you get hit with.
Damn.
You know, so unless you got mad time, it's not worth it. Some of the guys that were in Louisiana were facing gun charges, robbery charges, whatever. You had a couple of them that could get off with a 3, 4, 5 year sentence.
And now you have double that.
Another 5 years slapped on top of that.
Stupid.
You might as well not even run because it was only 6 weeks Antoine got away. The other ones were getting caught immediately. It's not worth it. Stupid choice. And you know, as much as they want to blame the inmates, they need to blame whoever is in charge of that jail. Because you can't have a rotting facility where cells don't open correctly, it can be ripped open, you know. The jails that are the least taken care of with the worst conditions tend to have the most violence, the most access to weapons, because if you can rip toilets off the walls, you can turn that bitch into a goddamn whatever the fuck.
Oh God, a ceramic steel knife.
All that metal. But what I'm saying is this. That was one of the biggest wake-ups to New Orleans, and it made them look terrible. And now they have to hunt everybody down. And they have to go crazy with the punishments to set an example for their failures. But what they also need to do is invest money into that facility. Because you can't keep your city safe if you can't keep it contained. But as far as Derrick Rose, there's been no word as to where he's at. I don't know. He could be anywhere. We'll just have to wait.
He could be in your closet right now.
But drop y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Until next.
Hey man, it's why they stay out of jail, bro. You ain't gotta worry about this if you a free man. See, like me, God bless. I'm fortunate. No trouble with the law. Nothing crazy. Nothing major. And it's gonna stay that way. God's grace. God willing. But yeah, man. Just don't do crime. Just don't do crime. Simple as that. Like, if you don't want to go to prison, don't do the crime. Or if you do the crime, be smart. Don't get caught. But hey, man, if you got some video, appreciate you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, roll to 1,000 subscribers. Tell me to my second reaction on JBsiah 2. Link in the description. Tell me to my clothing brand, JungleBredClothing. Link in the description. Man, y'all stay away, get you some money. All love, JBsiah. We out.